Oregon Governor Kate Brown is banning indoor gatherings of 10 or more people as cases of COVID-19 continue to rise. Businesses and worship services are exempt, however. There were more COVID cases last week in Oregon than during the entire month of May, half of them in people under the age of 40. 2 Oregonians in their 30s have died now from COVID-19. The governor says the next actions are pretty clear if the virus keeps spreading at this rapid rate.
I hope I don't have to go the route of Texas and California and close bars and restaurants. But nothing is off the table.
Wearing face coverings outside now will also be required starting on Wednesday. Jenny Young tonight going beyond the headlines. Jenny, the governor says she's asking people to take personal responsibility. So what do people need to know about these new rules?
Well, Jeff, Governor Brown pointing to Texas and California and the decisions that governors have made there recently. She really hammered home that point about personal responsibility, saying we are at risk for the virus spinning out of control here in Oregon.
We have done so much. We have come so far. We have sacrificed so deeply.
The personal sacrifices we've all made in the wake of COVID-19 are far from over.
And each and every one of us needs to take action, immediate action, to slow the spread of this disease.
During a press conference with state health authorities on Monday, Governor Brown announced she's enhancing the face covering rule that was implemented earlier this month. Starting Wednesday, you'll be required to wear a mask outdoors if you're unable to maintain 6 feet of social distance with anyone outside your immediate household. And if you're hosting a party, you'll have to keep the guest list short.
I am mandating that social get-togethers like potlucks, dinner parties, birthday parties, and book clubs that take place indoors cannot exceed 10 people. I'm not going to set up the party police. However, the proof here will be in the numbers.
The governor said OLCC and OSHA, who've been enforcing face covering and social distancing requirements, recently visited over 800 businesses across the state. Brown asked business owners to, quote, partner with the state and enforce face covering restrictions.
We will take steps as appropriate, including fines, on businesses that are not complying with the order.
I hope everyone stays safe.
We caught up with that young woman to hear her opinion about the governor's latest measures. She believes they're not strict enough.
Like the way the cases are rising here in Oregon, I think we should shut down. We should probably quarantine, close on non-essential businesses.
And OHA Director Pat Allen also speaking at that press conference today. He had an important message about contact tracers. He asked that people answer their calls. He said they are there to help protect you and those around you. Reporting live tonight, Jenny Young, KOIN 6 News.